My name is Kayla Strickland, and I am beyond honored to be accepting a Gracie Award as the author of my blog, The Comfy Closet. When I began writing publicly, I did so with the intention of creating a space to share my heart about being a lesbian woman and the challenges and triumphs that come with being a part of the LGBTQ community. I would have never expected that just 18 months later, I'd be accepting such a reputable award from an organization that I'm continuously inspired by. An enormous thank you to the Alliance for Women in Media for selecting me as a 2020 Gracie recipient and for their attention to inclusivity by ensuring diverse representation. This Gracie is for my wife, my sister, and my mom, 3 women who have shaped and changed my life in ways that only a strong woman can. I'm forever grateful for this. Love wins.
My only wish is for us to own our power.
I've never really had a desire to be famous. The only desire of it for me was to be able to have a platform to make change.
This is a story about mothers, about poverty, and about how big breakthroughs in neuroscience could be a critical missing link in the war on poverty.
It's nothing less than transformational.
Thank you to the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation for this Gracie Award. It means everything, but this award belongs to a team of talented and creative women at Yahoo News who gave their all to creating this content. For Through Her Eyes, thank you to Zainab Salbi, the host of the show, as well as Yasmin Qureshi, Rebecca Corey, Kayla Jardin, Shira Skye, and our editor, Danielle Miller. And for Baby Brain, thank you to Stephanie Tsai, our correspondent, and Brad Myers and Scott McGee, our editors. And to the leadership, Dan Kleidman, Lori Bongiorno, Alex Wallace, thank you. And a very special thanks to Charity Elder, the former director of video at Yahoo News and my boss, who fought tirelessly and championed hard-hitting news and narratives around women's issues. This award is not possible without you. Thank you again.
If you want to call it a beauty routine, see, I don't. I do it as part of my living.
I've been in the Air Force for 2 years. With my lax knot, I feel complete in my uniform.
You can't have an authentic voice if you feel like you're in a costume. It took a long time, but I did find a way to unapologetically be myself.
It is an incredible honor to accept this award. Thank you to the Gracie's Awards and the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation. We always say a great big story is never made alone, and that is so true with this one. Thank you to my team for creating this work with me and to the subjects who shared their lives with us. This series was about the different ways women define beauty and about subverting the existing narratives about what is beautiful. It was about female friendship and women encouraging each other to be brave. I hope by creating this series, we inspired women to define beautiful for themselves and challenge assumptions about who we should be and what we should look like. Thank you.
Hey, it's Miranda Cosgrove. Do you have a passion for science?
Yes!
Join me every weekend on Mission Unstoppable to meet the next generation of pioneers.
This is incredible.
Guys, this is so crazy.
Science is inherently creative.
If you just have that grit, you definitely will succeed.
This is amazing. This show's about to blow your mind.
We are so thrilled to receive this award. I'd like to thank the Gracie Awards and AWM for recognizing Mission Unstoppable. And thank you to our talented host, Miranda Cosgrove, and the entire production team. We created this show with Litton Entertainment and the Gina Davis Institute to recognize female rock stars in the world of STEM, and through their stories, inspire young girls to follow their dreams and to change the world.
Mission Unstoppable seeks to encourage young girls to see themselves in roles that have been traditionally underrepresented in Hollywood. We know that if she can see it, she can be it. And we hope young girls everywhere will tune in. Thank you to AWM for recognizing Mission Unstoppable.
From the start, the goal of Mission Unstoppable has been to break stereotypes about women working in STEM. And we're so grateful to the AWM for forging the way for women in Hollywood so that shows like ours can exist today. Thank you so much, Gracie.
This is not nature's plan. It's not inevitable. It happened at a certain time in history. Rationales were then made up for why it should be so, as they are for any kind of power structures that benefit the top slice, which is who writes the texts, right? But change is happening now because you don't need a lot of upper body strength to work a keyboard.
Yes. I'm Suzanne Daniels with YouTube Originals. Thank you so much to the Alliance for Women in Media for this incredible honor and for giving me a reason to get out of my pajamas. We are so proud to produce BookTube, a series which celebrates great authors and their stories. Each month we see firsthand that people come to YouTube not only for entertainment, but also to learn. BookTube pairs inquisitive YouTube creators with the world's biggest authors for meaningful conversations about their new books. We've had the honor of highlighting the work of phenomenal women, including Michelle Obama, Margaret Atwood, Melinda Gates, Jacqueline Woodson, and most recently, sisters Barbara and Jenna Bush. On behalf of everyone at YouTube Originals, thank you for recognizing BookTube with the Gracie Award.
We walk onto the court, and you can just tell right away that they're like, oh, you know, this is like easy, we're gonna win, because they're not taking warm-ups at all seriously. They're all laughing, joking around. So I think for me it's like, okay, let's show them that we can do just as well as any other team.
It was a snowball after they started winning, and people actually started asking the question like, oh, you have a game, like who's it against? And you know, they actually started caring. So the fact that people of their age were interested made them more confident in their ability as well.
I'm so appreciative and honored to have won this award. I'd really like to thank the Gracie Awards presented by the Alliance for Women in Media Foundation. I'd really like to thank the Salam School girls basketball team who trusted us to tell their story. And I'd really like to thank CBS Sports and my boss, Emily Deutsch, who I've worked with for over 10 years, has been such an incredible influence in my life and in my ability to tell stories. And thank you so much.
Like, my daughter is growing up, and I want to tell her about high school and about what I cooked for dinner that was amazing. And so what I learned now was that even the fraughtness is your relationship. It's like the love is there in the fraughtness, and it's there in the drama, and it's there in the continued effort to connect, even if you're not connecting. And I really, really, really miss it.
It was your goal to get the listener into his head so they understand his circumstances and his arc. Or
that is literally always my goal.
That's always your goal.
That is always unquestioningly my goal. And I honestly can say that for the first time, I am questioning that as a goal. I mean, I think it's the goal of our show, and it really is the way I have always operated as a journalist.
Quite often, parenting really hits you like a ton of bricks. I spent a lot of time with women who are really making what often amounts to lifetime career choices in the first few months of having a young child.
This isn't just a phenomenon in banking. Women we talked to who work in all sorts of industries told us they're feeling the childcare squeeze too.
Nearly 6,000 missing Indigenous women, yet less than 200 logged in the National Missing Persons Database.
There is an epidemic of violence against Native women that just isn't being prosecuted and investigated effectively, and people are getting away with these crimes.
There's so many bureaucratic cracks that Native women and girls are not just falling through, but actively pushed through.
Oh my gosh, it's all red. Forcing families like Ashley's to navigate a complicated and woefully underfunded justice system, plaguing Native communities across the country.